The reality is that whenever we give in to the tyranny of anger, aggression, arrogance, we not only are overcome by basically the overwhelming influence of all the various and wide array of emotions, impulses inside the human nature, but also we are literally led, controlled, governed by them in their entirities in our external world and in our practical, real, external action, behavior, habit, and not just mentally, not just a subjective realm is infiltrated or sabotaged by the tyranny of impulse, emotion, anger, aggression, pretense, etc. But our action, behavior, habit are all now basically discriminated, controlled, conditioned, enslaved to be a certain way, not just by the institutions and social organizations, constructs which are there obviously, which have been established and brought into existence for determining as much control, slavery as they possibly can, but also by our own biasness, by our own hard mindset, the fact that we are in a state of puppetry, the fact that we adhere to and we persist in ignorance, arrogance, stupidity, pride, vanity, mediocrity, instead of thinking. We don't think anymore. We don't make the unconscious conscious anymore. We don't integrate the shadow because that requires us to look into ourselves, because that demands of us critical thinking, and thinking is obviously more difficult and harder than obeying rules, regulations, conforming to our preconceived notions, and agreeing to all the internal and external demands, dictates, and basically obligations and conditions that obviously are laid before us or that we are told to fulfill, conform, live up to. We obviously fulfill them because we have become slaves and prisoners both in our internal world to our temptation, desire, lust, anger, which we cannot control, as well as to the external world. We are servicemen inside of our own society. We are not really the masters anymore. The governments, rulers, leaders, and the elites are the real masters and controllers of ourselves. So obviously we are enslaved, subjugated, controlled, but we don't realize because we cannot escape our own delusions, because we cannot exercise any critical thinking, because we are governed literally by the unconscious. We refuse to see in ourselves, and because we refuse to see in ourselves our own anger, arrogance, pretense, aggression, the tyranny of impulses always overcome us, defeat us, and obviously conquer our reason, mental faculties, psychological powers do not prevail. What prevails is arrogance, pretense, impulse, and anger, and it destroys everything. Because the moment we give in to anger, not only do we become angry, aggressive, we lose 60 seconds of peace of mind.